Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thanks for joining me today. So I'm going to bring today a project using one of my favourite sweets in the mini catalogue, which is we're about to say goodbye to. We've got until the end of June with it, but things are selling out fast. This DSP, I believe, is gone. I think that's still there. Obviously, the dies and the stamp set, that's carrying over, so you haven't got to worry about that. That's in the main catalogue, but these lovely papers go in, but lots of people snapped it up when it was down to half price, so I know lots of people have got it. I may well have bought myself another pack because I love it. So I have done soup cards, waistcoat cards, and I did a sort of a one sheet wonder type, see how many suits I could get out of a sheet. So I'm going to see how many shirts I can get out of a sheet today. So you could use other paper if you haven't actually got this paper. If you were lucky enough to nab it at half price, then you might be grateful to have some ideas. That's what I was thinking. So what I have done is I've got a Pacific Point card base. I've got a Whisper White matte, or basic white. I'll probably say Whisper White forever, and a mat for the front. And so I'm going to cut this to my next size down. I think that on it makes it pop better than if I put that on it. That was my thoughts. I wanted to go with Pacific Point. I thought it was quite bright. Could have, of course, choose Night and Navy, could have chosen black. I might do more than one. See how the time goes. So I'm going to cut this down. This has got that stripy one on the other side. So I'm going to cut it down. This is to 5 3/8 straight down. So we should get 3 of those mats out of this bit. But it might be like the suit. I'm sort of expecting that probably we're going to look at 5, because obviously we need to cut collars and the strip down the middle of the shirt and maybe some pockets. It depends how big this bit is at this end that comes off. So that is, so out of that, let's get the, I don't think we'll get a collar out of that, but we would get maybe some pockets. God, you know, fingers aren't working. There we go. So, oh, actually, we would get some collars out of that. We'd get one, and then we could turn it that way. Get a second one. Would we get a third? I think we'd be pushing it to get a third. And it's not quite wide enough for a thingy, but we could get a couple of those out, or we could, oh no, it's not quite long enough for one of them. So we could get 2 collars out of that. So I'm thinking that we would end up with that, wouldn't we, if we and we'd have a strip the other way if we'd cut 5, which would get us those long bits. To be fair, the long bit doesn't have to be that long, does it? It would be fine, because it's only got to be as long as the shirt, doesn't it? So we need to get, so we've got 2 out of that, so then we've got 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2. We would, because that would be attached, wouldn't it? 4, 5. So that would be our 5 pockets, and we'd have a strip off the other to get those. So yeah, I think we're looking at 5. That's what we're doing. We're looking at 5. So I'm gonna cut gonna, like I did the other one, I'm going to cut it up ready so that you can see that we would get 5, because we've got this long strip here as well. So we got that big long strip there that would get, it's wider than that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd probably get 6 if we did it that way. I'm just trying to think if actually I'd get 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so we could get 6 collars. Cooking on gas? Nah. We'd get 1, 2, no, 3 and 4. We wouldn't have that. No, we are looking at 5. I get excited and then it's like, no, that's not gonna work. So 1. Look at me throwing caution to the wind and just cutting up the DSP. So 5 like that. Get that out of the way. So I could get all my pockets there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets along there. They kind of be going in the opposite direction, which I think would be cool. That's something to think about. So we'd want, shall we have the collars going in the opposite direction on here, because the darker stripes going down on here, whereas here the darker stripes going the other way. I think that might work. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get 5, and then we'd get, I think what we need to do is get this out. So 1, 2, 3 of them, 2 on there, and then that's plenty enough to get our 5 collars. Yeah, that's going to work. So I'm going to get those die cut. So there we are, all cut out. I realised they've only got 1 pocket each. Now you could get another 4 out of there, I counted, but I actually don't think it really matters. If I'd have placed that differently, I'd have probably got possibly another one, not sure, but that is it. That's all that's left. And what I was thinking was, you've got enough to do probably a couple of ties, maybe only 1, to be fair. Probably got enough there, yeah, just to do the 1 tie, which you could either do 4 more pockets or have that as a tie. It's quite a nice tie, that, isn't it? Yeah, that might be my choice. Oh, and a bow tie. You can you could make bow ties out of them as well, and you could make the middle of the bow ties out of these and the knot. So yeah, you could get, could you get a big and a little? So yeah, you probably, oh yeah, you could get a ordinary tie and a bow tie, and a little bow tie, maybe 2 little bow ties out of that, and then you can use these centerpieces then to get your center of your bow tie, and you've got room there for your knot. Probably get your knot out of one of these as well. So that's good use of your paper, I think. I likes to get as much out of it as I possibly can. So that's that bit. So we need some buttons. I just dropped a bit on the floor there. I can't see it. I dropped that long bit. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so we just need buttons. It's whether or not I want to go for the Pacific Point. I think I probably will. I don't know why I didn't cut them out before, because I'm a numpty, that's probably why. So a little scrap of Pacific Point have I got in me here. Is that a card base already? Oh, ideal. That's probably one that just needs cutting down. I haven't made that one smaller, have I? There we go. Another one all ready to go. Probably haven't got a scrap, we'll have to take it out of that. So I do like to keep my little offcuts. Oh no, I found one. Marvellous. Get our buttons out of that. I might do a night of navy as well, and maybe a black, so we can see what they all look like. So I'm going to put these aside for the moment, because I've already stopped. So let's get a couple of these put together. And I had a thought about doing the sentiment and having it as the pocket, so then die cutting it. I just like to go over the edges with the bone folder where it's been cut. There we go. Just what I like to do. Yeah, so I had this sort of brainwave of doing that. Now what I want to do is stick the centre and the collar on first, because I've got to trim it down. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit, just going to do the top of it. I don't really want it square at the top. Just preference. I want to trim. Do you know, it might be better to stick that up on dimensionals. Do you know, change my mind. Change my mind. I am going to dimensional it, because give it a little bit of I think it will look cool. That's what I did with my suit ones. I do forget. Because I'm going to take that centre out a little bit, actually, what I'm going to do is give it a little pinch there so I can see where the centre is. So I can judge it. That is about right. I quite like the way it goes down. So I want to snip. I might just fold it back. I'll just tip it off. Just think that'll look a bit better. So let's stick these down. Just had a phone call from my son to let me know that he submitted his dissertation, and that's it. He's finished all his uni work. And oh, I did cheer. I want it to go that way. Such a relief, so he can enjoy. He said, I don't know what to do with myself now. I thought, I bet you don't. I know what I did when I submitted my last piece of work was actually an exam. I just went straight in the bar, as you would. He was in a cafe. Very sensible. But it's only because he's got work later. But yeah, wonderful. So might send him a card. He does like his check shirts. It is a bit of a joke. I have sent him so many. All different. So I'm going to stick this down now. Onto this white panel. It's been so hard for students, doing it all online, no face-to-face, which is a bit rubbish when you're doing a science degree and you couldn't, fluff this up. Didn't have any lab time, so didn't quite end up doing what he wanted. Oh, totally fluffed this. He won't mind. He probably wouldn't have minded it being slightly out either, Jez, to be fair. Oh, I'm going to cut that off. Less talking and more crafting. I might do it on that side and then that side. We'll be sticking down to the card. There we go. That worked out in the end. So now if I put that on the card, really won't notice. Whew. Nearly a disaster. There we go. So this is what happens when I craft without having done a prototype first, I think. Oh, it's also what happens when I just chat. So I'm going to put a little double glue underneath here. Stick the ends down there. Like so. And then gonna put the pocket on. I want the pocket popped up on some dimensional. I'm going to take a bit of this. That'll be super. There we go. Right, liking that. I am opening the right way, aren't I? Yep. So I need to think about a little sentiment that would fit in the pocket if I did a white pocket on the other side. So I'm going to get that ready so that then I can die cut it out at the same time. So what have we got in this set? We have got a thank you. Not really. That's not. Now, one of the world's greatest dads fits in there. I'm not sending it to Dad. I could block that out. I haven't got a son though. Oh, almost. One of the world's greatest sons would work because I have two. So I'm liking that idea. Just not 100%. I can make a could kind of make a sun out of that. Let's get rocking and rolling and doing. I'm going to use this from a project the other day. So Pacific Point, I think. Forgot to block out the dad bit. Oh, what a numpty. What an absolute numpty. Washi tape. Yep, that's grand. So I might just have one of the world's greatest. Have that as a statement. No, I need sun. I'm going to see if I've got one. Right, well, I failed to find a sun. I didn't know what to do. I thought about writing it. And then I just thought, actually, to one of the world's greatest. So I scented it a bit better. And I thought, yeah, we'll just do that. So I'm going to cut a bit of this. And stick it on. So I think just being the world's greatest, fine. I might do one to one of the world's greatest dads for Ed's for Father's Day, because that would be funny. So there we go. Perfect. And then I've cut the buttons out, but I've left them on the cutting plate so I can just pick them off. think it needs to come down a tad. Might be better doing it on the side. There. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so I'm going to get a blob of glue. So I want a button there and one there. One at the top, one at the bottom, and then at the middly points. There we go. So this is what I find the easiest way. Get my putty ready. Got them here. Pick it up. A bit of putty. Put it down on the glue. And if you've got somebody that's into ties, then you could add a tie, a little bow tie or something. It would probably look nice with this. I don't think I've seen James in a tie other than his school prom. There we go. Don't see his dad in a tie very often, to be honest. There. Think I'm liking how that has turned out. So I'm just going to stick the inside in. And that is that one all done. And I like the fact that I got somebody ready to send it to. So I think what I'll do is I'll make the other ones up and have a little play with different colours to show you. So there's that one. Gone a bit squiff there, I think. So I'll get the other ones done and I'll show you how they turned out. Right, so I've finished them all off. So that was the one I made with you. That one I put on a black surround, and that's from Many Messages, just a card to say hello. And then that one's Night of Navy. Just fits that in. All the things you do are simply amazing. And that's from Elegantly Said. And then this one's also from Elegantly Said. That's a thank you. And For You, also from Elegantly Said. So it was a matter of finding stamp sets where the sentiment would fit in the pocket die, really. So I'm quite happy how they turned out. And I think that they can see the three colours. I think it doesn't really matter which ones you use. They all look good. That was a little bit brighter with a specific point, and these two are obviously a bit darker. I am drawn to this one, to be fair. But yeah, they're all nice. I've put white card in all of them, and yeah, they're great to have. So nice mail cards ready for when I need them. So you get 5 out of a sheet with 2 sheets of this particular paper in your pack. That's 10 cards, but there are other paper in the pack that you make shirts out. There's a nice paisley one that would look cool as well, and then there's some sort of plain white ones which you could put. I've not done one with braces, which might be the next thing I'll try, is one with braces. But yeah, hope you like that. I'll put all the photos and all the details and everything over on my blog. I'll link to all the shop down below. Obviously this paper's gone, but you could use other paper, We could use the, the colour family papers. I'm going to probably use that in a future video. So yeah, hope you like that. I'll see you again. I'm in a blog hop tomorrow, so I'm actually back with a video tomorrow and Sunday as well. So busy weekend. Okay, see you all again soon.